want to welcome everybody to another episode of Taco Tuesday. We have not been doing these videos for a while because I got a herniated disc, sciatica. I don't know, there's a lot of different reasons why. So it's been, I don't know, it's been like a month and a half, maybe 2 months, but we are back, and today I'm with my friend Andrew Berry, and we're super excited to get to know you a little bit more and talk to you.
Hello.
So yeah, hello internet world.
Yes.
Yeah, so anyway, we got tacos again from Coloca's on Main Street. They're one of our favorite taco places here in Red Bluff, and so, you know, part of the reason why we do these Taco Tuesdays is to get to know people on Sunday mornings or our small groups. You can obviously get to know people, but it's sometimes, you know, you don't have enough time to get to know everybody. So we've been doing these videos with people, and Andrew, you probably have seen him on Sundays singing songs. Good singer, good guitar player. Yesterday, absolutely, I actually had a single tear roll down my eye as you were playing. But hey, so, you know, like maybe before we jump into eating some tacos, you know, like, how'd you come to the Vineyard?
Oh man, long story long.
Yeah, long story, really long.
When my wife and I first started dating, this is where she was going, and that's when we originally met. I mean, years ago. We're going on
almost 8
marriage.
Yeah, 7.5. Yeah.
If I'm wrong, sorry, babe. but this is where we kind of, you know, ended up coming. She was already coming here, and I met Luke and loved him.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
Yeah, don't let it go to your head. But
of course you did. That's good.
At the time, though, I was just so internally closed off to church. You know, I grew up in church. Grandparents were pastors, and he was as close as anybody had come to as to kind of breaking those iron walls I had placed. But then kind of ex-nated still for a lot of years and had a lot of excuses, and life kept kind of kicking me in the stomach, saying, hey, this is probably a good idea. And, you know, eventually, just kind of kept making the same mistakes, and finally just got so tired of it. And I think he got tired enough of poking me and letting me make the wrong decisions that...
I mean God.
Yes. He always gave me like crossroads, because I always thought, it's not that I never believed in God.
It's like a choose your own adventure. Which way will you go?
Exactly. Yeah. You know, it was never that I didn't believe in him, but I just kind of was arrogant in the sense that I felt like I just didn't need him, and I could kind of create my own path. And I was, looking back now, I think he really placed crossroads in my life to kind of show me that I will kept making the wrong decisions, and it would be a lot less painful if I had his help. And so, you know, years later, it happened again, and finally it was just enough where I just kind of crawled back and was like, I'm here. You know, what do you want from me? And just really opened myself back up, and I chose to come back here truthfully, and again, don't let this go to your head, but because of you. Wow. And I just have always loved your message, and just it fits very well to a lot of the things I've struggled with that kind of kept me out.
Yeah, no, that's super encouraging to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, there was a specific, multiple reasons that I chose here. And that's kind of what ended me back up in church here.
Yeah,
and then music.
It's been a while. Yeah, I was just saying, you were just coming on Sundays, and then you kind of connected with Mel and the music team, started coming, practicing. All of a sudden, you're up there playing guitar. Next thing you know, you're singing. Now you're singing more. So it's been really cool.
It's been awesome. Music's always been like a huge passion of mine, and I think playing for the right reasons has helped me get over a lot of hurdles. That way, I really stopped getting better for years. I would always get super frustrated, and I think playing for the right reasons, just playing with better musicians, Mel and all them, has just made me get a lot better. And then I think he's really helped me. You know, there's a few chronic issues I've always had about like timing and playing and singing, and usually I'd like rage quit and just stop playing for a month. But literally the first song
I can't do this. Like I give up, throw my guitar. Yeah.
The first song I sang and played here, Reckless Love, it was the off strumming and singing was always one of my big hurdles. And this time I just finally looked, and I was like, hey, like if this is what you want me to do, I could really use a little help, because I'm about to break my guitar.
Yeah.
And really...
And we know it really well.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was like I was like,
Thank you.
Sounds like a professional.
But really, I got through, did that, and about 6 times through the song, I was able to get through a lot of the hurdles that I struggled with for years. And I was like, all right, if that's not an answer, then I don't know what is.
That's awesome. Yeah. And so it's been great. Obviously, you and I have known each other for, nearly 8 years. Mm-hmm. We've always had a good relationship. And we've kind of like touched base throughout those 8 years, go out and have coffee, see each other around town. But your brother-in-law goes here, Nathan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, your sister comes here. Mm-hmm. Your mother is here, and she sings. What's it like, actually, you have 10 seconds to answer this question, okay? What's it like being on a music team with your mom at times?
Honestly, amazing.
Okay, good answer.
There's always the family dynamic, but truthfully, like, she has been the person who has prayed for me to come back throughout years.
Yeah, your mom's awesome. I love her to death. Okay, so what is important for people to know about you? So, like, anybody who maybe doesn't, okay, so you play guitar, we know that, you love music. What's important, like if you had one thing that you want people to know about you, what would it be?
Wow, that's tough.
This is when it gets deep.
That I am still learning. I think, and I always will be. I think that's the one thing that I think people should know about me is opening myself up to my relationship with God has just showed me that I just need to be open to continue to learn and be better and let Him help me be better in all aspects of life. So, whether it's being a dad or anything, you know what I mean? It just, that's the one thing I want to tell people is I'm just here to learn.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I mean, that's like humility, right? That's the whole, Scripture teaches over. Yeah, get in there. Yeah. Scripture has this, message reoccurring that God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble, right? And the more that we humble ourselves and admit that we don't got it all together, I think that's a good place to be able to reconnect with God, or to stay connected, right? Mm-hmm. So that's awesome. So, and so I know that you're involved in the mortgage industry a bit. You do lending work.
I work for Prime Lending.
Yeah, people at church here have worked with you and gone through you, and we bought our house, and we were with Prime, which we loved. It was great. We had Jennifer helped us out, and that was before you. You probably would have given us 0% financing, but because we're friends. Yeah, you did 20%. Yeah, it's 1980s rates. But okay, so the last question. Well, first of all, I'm getting in there.
Yeah,
this is honestly kind of my favorite part of the Taco Tuesdays is the awkward take a bite of your taco and have it just all over. Yeah, and by the way, I mean Coloca's. What I love about Coloca's, supporting locals is awesome, but their carnitas tacos are just so good.
Yeah, it's the first time I've had them. It's really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've eaten there a couple times.
Yeah, they're
but not having these.
Yeah, they're. Mm-hmm. I was watching a Joe Rogan podcast with Elon Musk, and they ordered pizza on the podcast and ate it. And so for 5 minutes, it's just them chewing pizza. And it was so awkward.
Make you hungry, though?
I was actually kind of hungry. Yeah. It was just like on the microphone. You're really like, because they're like microphones are right here. So, okay, here's the big question. Mm-hmm. This is one that I think is kind of fun, but sometimes hard to answer. Mm-hmm. But like, what is God doing in your life right now?
Honestly, a lot. It's almost too much to really verbalize. I mean, it's just working on being open to seeing it is still a learning curve, but I mean...
Well, what do you see? Like, if you had to pick like one or two things, like what do you see? Like, oh, God is definitely...
a big... And I try not to pray for it because what did you call it? A dangerous prayer, but patience. Patience with myself, patience in aspects of life. All over the place. That's the thing he's really working on me about. Getting me to really love myself. Because it's something I've struggled with for a lot of years. And I mean, just even just being a dad, those are the things I think he's really helping me out with. And it's been awesome. And then music, I think, is a big one too. Yeah. And just being the person that I think he's always, the person I've always wanted to be, but always felt like it was just out of reach. You know, is the thing I really think he's helping me with, is just get past things that were keeping me back.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Well, you know, it's been really great, you know, being able to spend time with you, and like, like I've just seen so much stuff that God's been doing in your life, and it's like every week I can sense it and see like growth, you know, and that's what we all want. So it's really cool when you see it, because sometimes I feel like especially at the end of the year, I always do this like evaluation for where I'm at spiritually. Like, am I further ahead in my spiritual life than I was a year ago? Kind of part of the end of the year, New Year's resolution type of thinking, you know. And there's been some years where it's like, no, I'm actually not. I might even be further back now, you know. But then there's some years where it's like, oh, big time progression. So
at least you're honest with yourself about it, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can't.
Pretty hard to do.
I'm not. It's just me, so I can't lie to myself.
A lot of people.
Well, I guess
like
you could.
yeah.
I guess you could, but I would call on myself like, you're lying to yourself, you know. So, but yeah, so it's really great. So yeah, I just want to encourage you to you know, come and join us. If you don't have a local church in the Red Bluff, Cottonwood, Corning, Anderson, we have people that drive from Reading too. Feel free to come on out. Andrew's up there most Sundays playing guitar and singing, and we're really blessed to have him. We'd love to have you though. If you're just wanting to kind of know what's going on, there's a lot of these Taco Tuesday videos that we've done in the past. And Andrew, thanks for sitting down and eating some tacos with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Awesome. All right, see you later.